in case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet mama alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime where you day, anytime where you go, it no matter. Anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one inside Sierra Leone. Let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. Where they bring information about Salon. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok. Where they bring information about Salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in Komon-Tok.
We the talk and right, we the talk and clear from Sierra Leone to everywhere. Oh yeah. Komon-Tok, come make me hear. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we know go shy. Migration stories should know go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Tell town well-being, make we rise from we sit. It's not a platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice we do.
Good afternoon.
Komon-Tok, you go hear me loud. We no go hide, you go make me proud. First I know.
Yes, family, welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Komon-Tok platform. And just like any other day, we know they're done with Komon-Tok there. And I'm sure plenty people and don't they see these trending Komon-Tok where they spread across the world. This is not just about Sierra Leone. This is about the world. You know, there is one thing about the government of President, okay, specifically the personality of President Julius Maada Bio. A vow for, say, they rebrand the name of Sierra Leone. You know what I mean? Rebranding. It means a lot. And there is one thing, again, where you go get credits. There is the slogan, talk and do, where you say they do something, they do. But the way we see this publicity now, it looks like it's not the other way around. We go look into that. And it's very shocking what you see, what you get for can see about too. And one of the things we talk about now that Bolle Jos, like I said, this is not a one to report this issue. Or report many times say there are different cartel there where they operate in a salon. Different cartel there. In fact, according to resource now, up to 7 cartel there in the operating a salon, and they're all intertwined. And always they refer to a conversation where we get with somebody we know about how this out then drug they operate. It said if they enter an entity, if they enter a country, if seriousness no they for uproot them, then they establish inside the society. And once they establish in that society, then they corrupt everybody. So even if there is a change of government, the show will still continue. And it look like Senator that's what they see so now. Because Bolle Jos in law gets we own, according to this information what it gets now, it gets salon diplomatic passport. And this guy now a wanted drug baron back where Turkey they make arrangement with Dubai for extradite. We go see how this journalogy will work for we as time day goes on. We also see we also go look into the issue. We see this, it's a very a common conversation now. We the first lady, they raise the stake very high for the APC, I mean the SLPP, for me them be careful, or at least, you know, for ring the bell that the head say, you know, we get something ahead, we get ahead, we get for unite. So technically, they preach unity for forge then clearance, forget 2028. And we also see the way that they communicates. We see the Fit Salon project. The first lady, they see 70 acres. The president, they see 120 acres on the same land. So it confusing for people. Either sometimes they know they communicate to each other, or probably the statistics now think of a number no more. You give the people and see, we know say we're not doing better. We not wouldn't they say tupoi in Russian language. If they tell you that in a hard word, very hard word, tupoi. You now you full one, you don't get limits. Now means to pause. And also like go tell Russia man, so well, they slap to Mr. Komon-Tok. All right. So we're gonna look into that, and we also will see we see an incident the unfold in McKinney. Allegedly one guy killed it's 7 men and go he gets a bike with one Okada guy, one Okada man. I think he get 200,000 per day, but there's a day where no report, so he send people in for bitter. Unfortunately, life no guarantee. I think according to the audio, the message, the video they circulating on social media, because the people in the call for justice now, unfortunately, he lost his life. For 200,000. But again, why we take on that? Because the people say they want justice. Perhaps police will pay attention and do due diligence for investigate. Of course, the Minister of Agriculture, Wina Musa Kapaka, don't explain about food salon. Me family, when I see the project where this minister, the show me, 2 years going to 4 months. This is 2 years going to what? 4 months. I not get no words. I just say yes, indeed. Yes, we deserve them. Then say every country, no country, no day where they get a leader, where they leadership. Leadership, it means all the way involved from Mother Biona on to and cabinet, all are the leadership. No country, no day where they get the leadership, except the average thinkers, or within majority of what they think, within the what we deserve, the what we deserve now what they get. So if I want to see this project and they make from Fit Salon 500,000 job from 2023 and look at Saudi now and they bluff for this one, I just know say we're not small-minded people, leadership. We go look into that. We also go. We see police then there's they make a Indian press conference, then put out some more than 4,269 imported daggers, sword, then giants knives, and this is scary, and we give them kudos for where they able then, and then we just say, Lord, bring them come because time not become for not we join that side. We go definitely put them on and see the waiting the police old. We also go pay attention. We also go pay attention a little bit on the African news. Cameroon, then President Paul Biya, with a 92 years old, they go for the 4th term as president tomorrow. And there is likelihood that he will win. But how he managed even reach to that point, we go look into that. The strategy we didn't use, and it look like we don't use the strategy in a salon. We pay attention on that. On the global affairs, we see Trump, they cry. Trump disappointed deeply. Why? Because they're not getting the Nobel Prize. Instead, they go give Venezuela their opposition as the winner of the Nobel Prize for 2025. Well, as always, now Komon-Tok, we know they done with Komon-Tok there. We jam-packed. If you just join me for the first time, you're more than welcome. We're in a different side, with the YouTube, with the TikTok, with the Facebook, with the Instagram. Any side you feel comfortable for watch me, you're more than welcome. And we a little bit of recommendation on the YouTube. Pay attention on it. Why? Because you're able to save and like, and then it will come back and check, unlike the other places there. Alpha Door, easy. If you're not subscribed, click the subscribe button, turn the notification bell, and each time we come live, you will be among the first person who will send you an alert. Well, Me, now Mr. Komon-Tok, and today now the 11th of October 2025. What do you can just now?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh, yeah.
All right, straight to the point, not get nothing for waste. Just a small, gentle reminder. I know, necessarily. We know the gentle sharing is caring. Consider that, Lord not greedy, Lord not greedy, fambule, Lord not greedy. All right, so again, with all seriousness, we've come to something very serious, and I believe, say, each and every Sierra Leonean, that's not the crossroad. I'll take you back to where it starts. President Bio, when he came in power, or even before he came, he tell me a promise. He said he will rebrand the country. He will make the country attractive. In fact, that was an audio will be the struggle for fame behind the scene, will be uncount, but time no permit we. Where I'm sure plenty of people would listen to audio there. You see, if you see that mommy, the old boom, they go fast na toilet, because they don't mess day. So in response to waiting, they say, Pa, you dey travel too much. For reduce, pipe down. Presidency, it gets limit for travel. Now that make you get ambassadors. But if you that travel all over the world, what's the purpose of us paying those ambassadors? What's the purpose of us open those consulates, paying staff? They are there to represent Sierra Leone in the name of the government, in the name of the president. So what's the justification? And justification we give is say it go brand the country. But if you don't forget no more, if you miss it not forget, of the past 9 months, we look like say this rebranding not the work. It not the work. Because one negative news against another. One negative news, okay, we'll get one positive, but like a chairman, blah, it died on. You know what? We don't talk about what they call ostrich effect. Ostrich effect, we don't analyze them for now, we don't show now, say, technically in any government they use. Avoid discussing embarrassing situation, hoping that they will go away. Avoid, confronting the elephant in the room, hoping that, oh, it will just disappear. And this is exactly what is happening with this drug baron. We have a drug lord in Sierra Leone, and some of us, we have been given some intelligence. Anyway, I'll just start aside. I know, no, not tell you, of course, like, I'll let that aside. Something will come, or now all go shock, hopefully. Not just share for us something. So we see this, I'm sure plenty people now don't see us. So what do we try for? We try for go now Turkey. This now one of them trusted news according to multiple sources. UAE extradite 2 wanted Turkish criminals to Ankara. All right. Now, 2 internationally wanted Turkish criminals, Abdullah Alp Üstün, alias Don Vito, sought under a red notice, and Hassan Lala targeted with diffusion notice. We are apprehended in the United Arab Emirates and extradited to Turkey on October 11. That's today. Interior Minister Yuri Kaya confirmed their transfer and said they will face prosecution under Turkish law. Abdullah Alp Üstün, a drug lord known by the nickname Don Vito, and internationally wanted with a red notice, along with Hassan Lala, a member of an organized crime group wanted internationally with a red diffusion message, was captured in the United Arab Emirates and extradited to our country earlier this morning, Yelikaya said in a statement on X. Now, this then back them up with video. I'm sure some of you now don't see this video already. All right, so this video we see so now the official video, now the handle of the Turkish government where them put the show how they apprehend them two guys there out in land Turkey, and now that you see on ice cream. But how he connected to Sierra Leone, I'm sure now that you will know about. We'll not get time for put this what they read for you so now, but maybe by the end of the program we go put them. Maybe we not go put them, but now this we get they read them for you. A man named Abdullah Alp Üstün aka Don Vito, carrying a Sierra Leone diplomatic passport, was extradited from Dubai to Turkey this morning under an Interpol Red Notice. The post alleges his involvement in international cocaine trafficking, bribery of judiciary, and other crimes. It also claims that Bolle Jos Joseph Lydekas, aka Bolle Jos, is his brother-in-law, and that the Sierra Leone diplomatic passport was obtained with Bolle Jos' help. Another person, Hassan Lala, is alleged to have been captured alongside him. The post promises further updates, including video of takeoff and arrival, showing them blindfolded in the plane. The post framed as scandal around Sierra Leone diplomatic passports. So when I start the conversation, I tell you, say, Madabio, in fact, if you see the headline, we'll put and say another diplomatic blunder, another big issue for the government. It's not a scandal, especially when Madabio don't go take the chairman of ECOWAS. We are talking about somebody who is now the current chair of ECOWAS. Can you imagine the scandal? Can you imagine? So even when we people and feel say this is not a good thing, at least for go get that name there, for go be a chairman, but it depends me well. That probably go make some time feature, then go ban Sierra Leone and themselves even from ever going close to that powerful position there as a chairman. Other people argue say, well, now that make people and take even the ECOWAS as a joke. I dey try for put this what I read so because we want let people for transparency's sake. Let not just mean say now we just want put them for people and they try for that make I know they watch you they try for put them. Let you just get the opportunity for seeing for yourself how this connected to Sierra Leone. Okay, very well. I think we don't get they can't put on for you now. Let's see what they try for talk. This is not about politics. It has nothing to do with whether you the APC or SLPP or you na Limba or you na Mende, Timmy or you North or South. This is about Sierra Leone. We get a very handful people, very small people with the benefits. I'm telling you, it's a fact. Like I said, not to all two they able to talk now the media. We got a lot of information when it comes to this drug, especially this person. People are really making millions. People in life, they change what's around this guy. So this is the bet. These are the bets where this guy they give. And of course, as always, a drug baron of that kind magnitude, that kind of power, in best leverage now money, it involve you because you know, so we don't involve you. Well, you know, get nothing like we don't involve Madabio soon. This drug lord don't involve Madabio, and not just staff for involved Madabio, involved in officials. And somebody will say, Mr. Komon-Tok, I will say don't involve Madabio. Yes, it don't involve them because in Gal Pekin, according to multiple sources, in fact, Mohammed Kamaremba when they lead this maybe they lead or is still a lead this talk about we expose this thing deeply. They say Bolle Jos don't Agnes Bio don't go born na New York for Bolle Jos. You can imagine that. So Madabio don't implicated. But somebody goes, okay, what about your officials there? You know, I can always say this, and we all know agree on this platform, say the internet, no they lie, no they forget, not so. I want to take you back into history. Officials responsible for our passport. These two guys in the video. These two guys, Alusain Kane, as well as Andrew Jai Kai, they were both immigration officers. They are responsible for our passport, and they celebrate with the guy. Then just take me like what they say. Like I will still use the Russian word, a harsh word, but I think I not get no other English word for use or no Creole word. No, I feel say maybe sometimes that Russian word they go give me some relief. Say okay, look like say I really talk about what I want to talk. Tupoi. We then take we say we then see we like tupoi. Then see we like tupoi. Somebody you fool or stupidity in other limits. Because those positions wouldn't give them a position of trust, a position of wouldn't say national security. So, like I said, those positions, a position of trust, now a position we're connected with national security. We passport supposed to be a sacred document. We passport supposed to be given to only people who deserve it. Because of course, every country get right for give anybody, any other national, if he meets the criteria, the requirement, we passport. But there are procedures. We can't just be dishing out our passport to criminals. These are very top ranking drug lords, barons. Like I say, we get more than 5, and we also say up to 7 of them are in the operating of the country. And even if change of government happen, and they repeat this, for people perhaps and go come back, like I said, until the international forgets, people will come back in future. If this situation, Mother BO and government, they manage the situation, manipulate onto the point that the regime pass away, let's say they lost election, what happened next? The show will continue because those people, they already know their way. They already know how to connect. They already know who to meet. They already know how to organize themselves. And then they will just continue making our life even more difficult. Now, carrying a Sierra Leonean passport in itself is scary for us as Sierra Leonean because of this news all over. Every 2-3 months, every 2-3 weeks, negative news about Sierra Leone. And guess what? Connected to drug. Few weeks ago, the French Navy seized more than 600 million worth of cocaine from off the coast of Africa. And one of the prime suspects, one of the countries they name, it's Sierra Leone. Now we the name, now one of them with a name, see. I think as a citizen, somebody will truly follow when they say patriotism, something where not a choice, something where for daring you, if I raise a voice. And this is why most of us, we are disappointed with the opposition. This is something they should make mountain of. This is a genocide. Call press conference, talk to Al Jazeera, talk to BBC, talk to the Sky, talk to the CNN, the opposition, but they won't do that. All they care about 2028. All they focus on 2028. But how we go move? Okay, let me assume, not put for the argument's sake. Maybe there is a change of government, right? Unaka, with this image where they don't tarnish you. How now we will attract investors then? Common sense. This is not Komon-Tok, common sense. How we go able to attract investors in for Canada country? We don't stain, we don't get point. We don't get, they don't point finger at we several times with other evidence, with the arbor criminals, dangerous criminals, people that were responsible for the death and destruction of, families across the world. How we go get, tell me back, wouldn't another president will go able, convince investors for Canada country for Canada operate? So that is why the role of the opposition is indispensable in a situation like this. They need to speak up because for us here, we have done our best, people and they don't call, people don't talk, and that's what we able to do. And what you able to do now, they do so. Someone keep able to the box. Now that way they do so. They bring come facts. We analyze, we open the line, people and talk. And everybody, posterity, at least if history go for Georgery, perhaps history will be maybe somehow kind with us, somehow kind. But there are other people. History will never forgive them, will not forgive. And so successive generation, the generation that can no go forgive those people who think say it's not my business, it's government business. May them tie the ball. Me, no, I don't tire. Me, I don't hold. Me, not to me business. But why you become a Sierra Leone first? Think first. Why? It's because God put you there. God marks in under them born you. In itself, you get for pay back, give back to society, whatever way you can. Issue like this, if I transcend beyond politics, beyond green, beyond red, beyond region, beyond tribe, beyond religion, and we stand up as one country, as one people, as the motto of the SLPP. You know, I love that motto, but sometimes seems as if it's not working the way it's supposed to. But anyway, I think we have to pause. They paused outside regarding Bolle Jos. We'll give them more information. I want to take you back into a clip where I'm sure some of that don't see. They provoke really literally around the world. If they make reference about bad people, now the Netherlands, now Salon, not take you.
But crime TV does. It's booming. There's a lot of interest in crime. Yeah, my colleague Mick was on TV tonight with Pink Panthers. Pink Panthers, yeah, a really great documentary about a group of robbers. Yeah, no. Has to do with the fact that a lot of people come into contact with crime because they victims or because they hear and read stories and also really want to. Knowing the background of, for example, liquidations or things like that. So that's very much in the spotlight. Sometimes there's also a, well, maybe you don't like to say it, but a certain air of romance about it, right? Because of the mafia films, we have Reverend Klaus Bruinsma, the stutterer. Tachi is called, the little one, Cor Van Hout, Flipper, And then there's another name we've been hearing a lot lately, Bolle Jos. Bolle Jos. He's just an unscrupulous, hardcore drug criminal. This guy is the pinnacle of Dutch crime. Jos pulls out a gun and just shoots 2 of them, very cold-bloodedly. The Brabant cooking merchant is wanted internationally. But despite that, he was still visible in a video on Facebook. Surrounded by the president's daughter, the cocaine from Sierra Leone, who goes by Van Houts. Those in power in Sierra Leone are just playing hide and seek. We just don't know how this will end. Yeah, that's one too. Yeah, that sounds very friendly. Bolle Jos. Then you might think of Bal Jan, cozy Dutch music. But Bolle Jos is from a completely different genre. Yeah, I find it quite remarkable to see how a guy who's essentially 33 years old, I call him a Brabant brat in that documentary, grows up into a global drug baron, and it's truly remarkable how much influence he has in that cocaine sphere and how he's able to move thousands of kilos of cocaine from South America and via West Africa to get to Sierra Leone, where he is now in the Netherlands. Yeah, that's clever. Still, well, that you always have to watch what you say, because before you know it, you're back in court. But he's been sentenced to several long sentences, 24 years in the Netherlands, 11 and 14 years in Belgium, for very large-scale cocaine transports, and yeah, he's in now. He now has a Sierra Leone, a 9-to-5 job. Probably not, and no, I don't think that's very likely either. No, he, is now, he's in a relationship with the president's daughter, whom he also impregnated. So he apparently hopes to stay out of the hands of the law in Sierra Leone that way. But yeah, I don't completely rule out that he's back in the white powder. Because of course he has to make money, because if you're on the run, which he is, yes, then that costs a lot of money. You have to bribe people. You have to, arrange false identity papers. You have to, your traitor in your immediate circle never sleeps. So you also have to, that a lot, yes, money in that, yes, it's not a business anyway, not even if you're at the top, that at some point you can say, I'm quitting. No, that is very difficult. D is almost impossible. So I'm very curious how this ends, because this is the country's most wanted criminal. Well, we know that, from experience and from history that ultimately most of them are caught. I also can't completely rule out that he will soon become a major problem for Sierra Leone herself. Because of international pressure. Have you also seen in Dubai, then, under pressure, everything becomes fluid and that it becomes a problem for those in power, and then those problems are solved in a somewhat different way than in the Western world? Do you have a little tip for us about what you're going to be working on in the coming years? A tip from the guy. Do you want to follow up on this, or is that the link? He been found, right? We know where he is, and yes, to stand in front of the.
Okay, so let's just what's in it for talking, and then just the time for calculate this and gets a program, then gets one interesting program in Netherlands where basically they analyze criminals and power and strengths. As in this particular episode, in the time for show the growing influence of Bolle Jos, how they still admire this criminology, and they explain to them how he able establish himself in Sierra Leone by corrupting by using in drug money where they get 50 fat across from South America to Sierra Leone, and then involve those corrupt officials like I showed us, so the Kane and the Andrew Jai Kaka. By the way, let's not forget, Andrew Jai Kaka is the head of the anti-drug, the Kush business where they about drug, anything related to drug. Now Andrew Jai Kai, and Andrew Jai Kai, now the very person where the CISO on that particular clip will be shown in Alusan Canada. So I make I say then just see like say we not to boy completely. But anyway, with all this scandal, it looked like say then still they look forward for another opportunity. Take a look at this message again.
Thank you all from the bottom of my heart, but for me, this was just an accomplishment of the promise I made that I will put Sierra Leone back on the map. Madam First Lady, now in this state lodge, we have the chair of the ECOWAS Authority of Territory. And we have the president of all the women, especially in Africa. Sierra Leone should be proud. We are setting the target high, the bar high. So, as you gear up to elect your new leaders, and finally our next president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, that is for the SLPP, don't do so on emotion. Don't do so on emotion. I am going to vote in that election, and I am a delegate.
All right, so the point to the time for talk, with all this, it looked like what in I just start when Mother Bio gets what he say talking to, but in talking to, it's from like where it can be negative in most cases in talking to the, for example, like how we see the rebranding, and like we say the next SLPP flag bearer is going to be the next president of Sierra Leone. He's not joking. Not a joke, it's a joke. If you look, I eat a talk. We don't follow this man for quite some time. And apart from following him, we see some of their, their words on social media. It's really true. And if they said it, they mean it with all intent and purpose. And they are working on it seriously. We see the then Speaker of Speaker of Parliament, now ECOWAS, where they say, no, they praise Mother Bio, we know they do well, Mother Bio don't do so much. So sometimes, the words say, look, it not just help anybody for let you ex Mother Bio, it not help me, na so me say, you might get me wrong, but na so me feel. It not they help me, they help you for let you hate Mother Bio. It not they help you for let you like Mother Bio. unless otherwise. What I mean, they help me. Because if me, I hate Mother Bio for deliver for the people of Sierra Leone, I not like the country. Because at the stage where Mother Bio day, they pour again. Paso, God, Mark and say, now purpose. Like, we get an allegation from Samura Kamara for say, a first thief, 18 million. It's not to me what. I don't know if you get the clip. Lord, we just bring on camp for now. I just want, because it's a wild accusation, I just want to connect something. Was waiting if I say, they help nobody for its Mother beautiful deliver for the country.
And it really hurts. It's when you listen to people who want to rule a country without clear understanding of how the country's economy works, what the sectors are important for the economy, what policies are necessary to improve on the economy. But what is more worrying is when people talk without a sense of history, going back to where they came from. Brigadier Madabiu talks about reckless expenditure. I was a financial secretary in this country when the NPRC was here, when he ruled as head of state for 3 months. You understand? I know exactly, as manager of the economy, manager of the budget, how we were constrained by the fact that what we call extra budgetary revenues were not paid into the budget. One particular one was we got $18 million from the sale of ilmenite that was never reported to us. We collected the money, it was not paid into the budget. Was that good expenditure? No, I'm just coming.
So the point what they make here, this is a finance minister back then, and they accuse and so while accusations say Mother Bio collected $18 million, what's he do with that? So, okay, like I said, that's not history, not so. Now, if Mother Bio left power, they pray again, because if 3 months he collect 18 million, how much now for 7 to 10 years, how much you will collect? You do the math for me. So it's good for you wish for Mother Bio deliver for the people of Sierra Leone. It's good for you wish for Mother Bio bring down electricity, road infrastructure, water, quality, quality health facility, let the people, the average life improve, because that's not the measurement, the average life. And it's also bad for them. You support Mother Bio, you like Mother Bio. With all this still they go, they talk simply because I tribesman, simply because they're the same pattern they, simply because they're the same religion are come out, simply because they're the same religion are they. It's bad in any way look at her. So what are they trying for talk? They are bent, they don't bent for say the next flag bearer for be the next president. With all this noise over there issue, negative noise over there issue. Let's just put for you something again close to this. And this particular video, after this, we connect out with the first leading statement. And I just feel these guys, they are true politicians. We don't explain to now the difference between a politician and a statesman. A politician is someone who is looking for the next election. They will do anything and everything to get elected. Unlike the statesman, they care about the future generation. They care about tomorrow. They think, they're worried. They put policies in place. I think there is a speech of Singaporean president. If it time permits me, I go put and lay you understand. Imagine that man make that speech there more than 30 years ago, 40 years ago. He'd be the worry. As the statesman, this is what we mean. Okay, anyway, let me just listen with the cap.
President Bio is don't work too much for Sierra Leone and for we the Sierra Leoneans. Unfortunately, President Bio in work with the area. Instead with the area about so many other things in this country today. But with the actual work the way President Bio they do, we know the area. So we as a party must stand strong and make sure say what President Bio they do for help this country here. Let people they know. Because now only people they don't know, now by 2028, inshallah, it will be easy for us to come back. Something will happen in this country and the whole world. We are not even here about again. Sierra Leone President Bio make Sierra Leone go back to the UN Security Council. Me here about another 2 days, I here about this country. Yes.
right. So when I tell you about, say, we get more politicians than statesmen, and now these are the typical example. And with all this, they really make sure they want to make sure sit back, then retain power. And imagine then guy back in the next 5 years. Imagine, also after 2020, imagine how we say maybe something will go miss with country. I'll take you to within the First Lady.
I must say, when we become a convention, when I vote, when I must say me face not the guarantee. So the competition not between me and Percy. The one that will go contest, the one that will win, we wish them well. The one that will they lost, we wish them well again. So when other people then try to turn the election like a person and me versus them, I want to know and no say, me and me versus me no more. Another competition. Now me versus me. Another me versus them. And me versus me. Okay? Because we first know them a ballot paper. The day when we first know a ballot paper, and the day go not say me versus you. So, all of the settle now, here, we never the party. We never make peace party. We never be united na SLPP. The only time where SLPP they lost any political election in this country now where SLPP they face SLPP. Because APC self so they never beat you. You know, APC they know say they know the formula, they know the understanding, they know the style. So if you know that formula, you know the understanding, you know the style, you have to know win election. You understand? It's how it's a people. Now how we get the formula, and how we get the style, and how we get the way, and we know how they win election. We know they take election, they win election. So yeah, let me say Abema, not Abema against SLPP, now Abema against APC. When you say Abema, when they tell APC say we need them, we Abema tell you what they do. When you say Abema do, we need Abema do, we know they do. So there, the people that don't take to Abema, they won't make and they won't play their friends. We are Abema against APC. Which are against SLPP and against APC. So the people there, I want to know and not say, they can work and they try to do everything humanly possible for what we get the platform we need for 2028. Maybe they get to repeat.
Okay, so Fambu, like we are lucky for get the speech of all right, okay, we don't upload them. We're lucky for get the speech of Lee Kwan. I want to listen. When this man gets the opportunity, how he will think. Almost of the time where they make this reference between a politician and a statesman, now this I mean. Pay attention to this one. Now this I mean. And I say for B. And he said, tell me if we get them kind of people here. Go na Singapore was barely like, they don't get resources. Like we get 27 marketable natural resources, marketable, sought after. Anyway, listen.
Speak like a leader.
I am calculating not in terms of the next election. That's no trouble. 68, no trouble. I'm calculating in terms of the next generation, in terms of the next 100 years. In terms of eternity. And believe you me, the next 1,000 years, we will be here. I won't be here, but people like me and like my friends here tonight will be here. Recognizable, identifiable, 1,000 years from hence. And it is people who calculate and think in those terms that deserve to survive.
When he speaks, you can just feel the conviction and confidence in his voice. He talks loudly, but then more quietly and assertively. And then loudly again. This variety keeps it interesting. He doesn't stutter one time and he paces himself. He's looking at the audience like he's having a conversation with them. It's speeches like these that change the world.
Okay, so this now Lee Kuan Yew. This now the 9th, when Jos gained independence, now he made this speech. I want to go Singapore, or I want to do a little bit of research about Singapore. In fact, then GDP per capita, what they say, then per capita is even higher than the former colonial master. Yes. This is the reality when you have people that truly know what they are doing. But now them people that we like, we not get statesmen. We only have politicians. Now that make, even if they mess up the country, then still want to cling on to power. I think as a Sierra Leone, as a patriotic citizen, we understand and can say elephants head not to pick it. If you don't go help Salon for change, for rebrand the country, and you find that say it's difficult, things they're not there like how you suppose. I mean, not be like how you expect them. The honorable thing we for do, resign, allowed fresh faces, allowed other people to come with fresh energy to assist. After all, to reservoir of knowledge. Those people who are there currently, they are not reservoir of knowledge. There are other people who could do the job even much more better than them. So I think the least you people could do in a situation like, I mean, come 2028, now for conduct free, fair, transparent election, let actually the win. If not win, that's fine. People is fine. But if not do any kind Yankee panky, when I say, okay, we don't test on 2023, work for we, would they replicate some back? Would I have let go but country 3? Okay, now we're not going country 3. Or let go police. Or no, maybe sometimes we'll say no, it's on a top in slogan. Let them go now military barracks or whatever the case may be. Let them go ECOWAS. This is why people the way they say the international community care about Salon. That's a big mistake. Nobody not care about you if you don't know. Nobody not care about you. I can connect for you one video for tell you so nobody not care about you until you care about yourself. In fact, it's about self. If you don't respect yourself, nobody know they respect you. Internationally, I mean, naturally, I say it happen. If we as Sierra Leone would not take our matter serious, we they wait for the other people and can't do and for we. No continue will go send to German for go pull Mother Bill and government. No, impossible. It never happen. Let people and get this. We don't talk many times, and along the line, people are not say we are like we wait anything but the candidate or whatever. Far from that, we are just being bold, raw, and unfiltered. That's what we did. Anyway, let's just tap that side. Let's bring come to another incident which took place in McKinney, and we see it is circulating on social media.
Million people on a cinema now. Then kill one boy na McKinney na Ulai Street for 200,000. For 200,000, a bike man, the man he give a bike for ride. 100 away no give master money. 100 away no give master money. He send people in, they beat the bobo say they kill him. Today we don't that 7 days today. You see company back today 10 days so they don't kill her. You see company bike man there. You see company bike man there, policeman and there now. And policeman and there under so yeah, we need justice. We need justice for we brother. We brother right now. He don't die, they don't kill him. For small money 200,000. See policeman there, you see bike man, you see bike there, and they knock out the body so the bike man they not so long camo. You see there? Now Ulai Street. When they reach Toronka Street, you enter. You see to them call Ulai Street. You see people there? Yeah, we need justice for we brother. We need justice. Justice must be revealed. Justice, we need them. Let us all rest in peace.
So we hope police then go pay attention.
Una good afternoon, we Sierra Leone people. Ona sinomo now. Then kill one boy na Makeni na Ulai Street.
The Minister of Agriculture on the feed salon.
Somebody on Adu, Dr. Henry Musa Paka, the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Government of the Republic of Sierra Leone. We did in Pujon district as part of the national tour they make. We did in Bunda Pitona. Bunda P will be make with strategy, will be say yana hub for rice production. What's in under the mean? We mean say everything from production to processing about rice. We bring the facility now for modernize them, for mechanize them. And this hub there, not to Bunda P no more. Bunda P now one of the hub then we'll make. We get this hub back na Tomabo, we get them back na Cambia. Today, I come for assess the progress for this hub development. Also hub, we want to increase the density of infrastructure at the place. So yeah, also our team up, so we get a facility where they do about 8 metric tons of rice per hour of rice now. That means they produce 800 bags every hour. We also do irrigation now. So if we do irrigation, then they bring the paddy, we get big store for the paddy, we get another big store for the rest, and then we get all an integrated rice mill where they process them, they distone them, they polish them, they bag them now. Already a big job opportunity for the youths then they hire already over 100 youths them from the community environments before the facility done. After I done, with the anticipate say over between 200 to 400 youths there will get work now. So this is a big impact for we. What we say feeds alone, now lasting impact we want to make. And at this community here, this cluster what they develop, they symbolize the lasting impact. We go feed Bondapi, we go feed Pujon, and we go feed the rest of Salone. I want to thank you.
All right, so that's not the Minister of Agriculture. I know probably it's going to get worse. They've spent literally half of their time. Half of their time. Half of their time. Oh my God. I'm lost of words. Seriously. I don't know what to say, you know. Half of their time. Half of their time. Now promise no more. Now just hope no more. We go do this go be and this 200 people and go. Oh no, not to 400 people. Oh no, 200 between 200 400 people out of the 500,000 job. We'll not even go itself. We'll not even church, but as I did. We'll just talk the flagship program when I feed Sierra Leone. When they come first, one of the things where can hurt me about that, even the young people, then they do what children can say, buy a fake. I want to take you into a clip. Back then in before the election, now this can be play around with, where it be misleading and it hard handling. He really hard handling for do this to with people. This are the work of SLPP, and guess what? They did it in their own stronghold.
The rest not there. It's just 200,000 bills per bag. If you want them, you will go. Now, I'm at their junction, it didn't store them for sale. Because one of the problems with every state or country they get, now food. Where food not there for letting people eat, now problem. So now, SLP as a political party, we don't embark on agriculture. And we believe say with agriculture, now we will able to make life simple for the people of this country. And if you watch, the Honorable Chief Minister, and I don't set this example, again, for good restaurants when I say self-planted in this country, a lot of restaurants at the restaurant, this is what they see inside this Portugal, in Odia. Now just 200,000 euros. Hey. If you want the one way they now show with the seller, and when they start the first sale, when I mean they open the first sale, the first person when they come now, can give me 200,000 for this one bag rice. Now the first for the rice minister of produce that can have this place. This woman, the Madam Safia Tukasamba, now I don't buy the first bag per week, 200,000 euros. So you go come, my brother. God bless you. Una come some rest and anybody wants rest? Right now, I can't over here, honorable. We just open the first set. Every 200,000. Every 200,000 for the salesman when I get that money. Okay. This mic you don't get control over where we're looking. That's street you get control over my car. You will listen to me. Now, with the handover, you take your right up here to Kasamba.
Okay, so I'll just take you, you know, I think this now the most wicked thing where anybody can do to a person. These are the stronghold. Then buy some rest, then bargain, then say these are the rest, so then the plant, and then go put on no rest kind of before the election. This, if you imagine, you're not able to run a country with propaganda because there's a limit. And these days and age, people I like go school safe, but the internet alone don't give free education. Yes. The internet, they provide free education. Anyway, Fambo, let's tap the program here. We don't exceed we get for the African news. The other stories, now forgive we will call them tomorrow. Let we go now the African news. I want you to pay attention on this clip. On waiting we can connect to now Cameroon. Cameroon. When this man, Paul Biya, if you go through in history, the one way give power, it turn an enemy. In fact, if he bomb, in fact, he accuse himself. In fact, he plan for even kill himself. Pick a little bit so far. So it's just similar to what's happening here. We see there was a peaceful transfer of power, but when the coup took place in 2023, the government of Sierra Leone used that opportunity to, bring some charges. They can, they can encase a lot of observers and say, look, they can encase on this person because they look and say this might be the challenge them too much, or it be stand their way. Now, similar thing they happen at Cameroon. Now, Cameroon, the institutions, they all, the one who be give power to Paul Biya. Paul Biya pull out of the picture, and then it makes sure say it capture all the institutions. So this vote where they go vote tomorrow, and 99.9% chances it will win back. Why? Because it don't already assert itself. It already place itself in loyalists there, and then use tribe also. In fact, they even use money. See what we have don't use that alone. There were clips all over back then during the 2023 elections. People were giving out money to voters to vote for their party. I think one such person was Fatmata Sawane. I don't know if you will get that video there. We will bring on cam. I'm sure. Anyway, I think I don't talk more than we have to talk. Take a listen to this.
As millions of voters head to the polls on October 12th to decide who will lead the country. Well, 92-year-old President Paul Biya, the world's oldest non-royal head of state, extend his 4-decade grip on power. Biya has ruled since 1982 and faces almost a dozen challenges. But critics wonder if this will be a real test or just a formality.
Paul Biya is clearly a man who thinks he'll be winning, whatever happens on election day. This was his sole campaign event since announcing his candidacy. Speaking in Marua, he had this to say.
My aim, my dear compatriots, is that every young person, wherever they are, should have the opportunities to easily find a job or become an entrepreneur.
It's a tried and tested method. He did the same last time. One event and back to the presidential palace. So what reasons does he have to be so certain? We filmed young people being handed cash in exchange for their participation at a campaign event in Boya.
Yeah.
This man was one of them.
No, they're giving a 3 pound plus t-shirt. Yeah.
That's the cash equivalent of about €5. But videos like these have been circulated for years on social media. People are being enticed by food and money to attend events held by the ruling party. Supporters of Paul Biya gathered for his party's pre-election rally looked less enthusiastic. But not all of them came for the money they were promised. Some are here because they like the Cameroonian president. Biya does have die-hard followers. At campaign rallies, supporters sing his praises. Although Paul Biya isn't even present at this event, having sent the Cameroonian Prime Minister instead. I asked him why they want their leader to extend his 42-year reign.
As we talk,
as we often say, if you have a cocoa tree and it produces cocoa beans, the older the tree, the better the fruit. You will appreciate it all the more. There will be no question of cutting it down, because the older it is, the more mature it is, and the better its yield. That is why we believe that President Paul Biya is indeed mature, but we trust him. Because maturity comes with knowledge, wisdom, and a clear vision of what he intends to do for Cameroon.
But what Biya's Cameroon looks like is clear from the handling of this pre-election gathering by supporters of his main challenger, opposition leader Maurice Kamto. It was disrupted by police. Kamto was prevented from leaving his home. Months later, he was barred from running for the election.
Rights groups, including Human Rights Watch, criticized the exclusion of the opposition leader, arguing that he undermines the credibility and fairness of the election.
But
all right, so fam, will I just bring one out to speed. Paul Biya na be technocrat. Paul Biya na be technocrat. I the at the event. Now the president will be there now. Amadou Haidu Joe, the first president between 1960 to 1985. And this man be ruled with what they say iron fist, and he ruled the country in one-party state. Paul Biya, now man where it be quiet, people are not be even know himself. Now person, I think I go relate to like the samurai type, where now somebody where not a politician at the time, not a politician, na possibly na a diplomat, na a technocrat, na possibly don't work in a civil service for quite some time, don't be prime minister, more than that. So Amadou hand over power to Paul Biya. But the following years then, what happened? Paul Biya turned against the one who even gained power. In fact, he make even run away out of the country. So it's very similar to what they take place in Salon. Now, why this is even important? We see when Mother Bill Kana power, one of the first countries that we go visit now dictator, country that we don't hold power for long. Cameroon are one of the countries we go first visit. You know why? Because he gave a go get to them and say hard truth. How this power managed for get in power for 4 decades, not to 40 months. But they talk about 4 years, 4 decades, more than 40 years. That power, how? It must have got some hard lessons to maybe some secrets to share with friends and probably with family, with whoever need them, or maybe you can even decide to sell them. So now in the happen salon. I want to check all the institutions here. Now, one time, and this Paul Biya succeed for divide Cameroon, make sure say all the tribe, the people there, all in the tribe, own tribe spending, and they put in major strategic places there. The military, the police, in all top institutions there. So at the end of the day, you don't get nothing for talk because one side don't satisfy. The other side, if they protest, then they question. And the fear is we don't practice something like that. And just sound like where they go seed, where they plant something. if he continue for germinate, if he continue for water and the flourish and they take care, they go. This thing what they practice na salon, so we don't quite for talk about. Check na the institutions then all over na Freetown, na salon. Let's see where one tribe dominates, one region dominates. It's not something that I know they try to raise any tension. It's a fact. I want to see. And this is the same thing where they happen at Kenya. We make them get tribal audits, regional audits, for make sure say one institution, one tribe not dominate an entire institution. Go to the Ministry of Finance, go to the Agriculture, go to WAEC, go to statistics, go everywhere. You go prove me wrong, go to the CISU. And we don't count them. And they're not even hide themselves. The Prime Minister and the Chief Minister be there on record. I hope we will get that video there, where it called more than 30 to 40% of the cabinet minister come out from Southeast. At one time we go visit, I'm sure plenty but we don't see that video there. So again, I don't have time to do the connection. I let people and just get the picture understandable as a way of sensitizing us for being an active citizen, paying attention what is going on in Sierra Leone. Perhaps maybe inolate it for change anything. Maybe not inolate it. That's the word for the wise, as always. They can say no to it. Quite sufficient. Now, one of the world news, as Trump don't cry, say the Nogia the Nobel Prize. They can do so.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know.
If only Donald Trump was president in the 20th century, so much could have been avoided. The First World War, the Second World War, the nuclear arms race, the Cold War, Trump could have prevented all of it. After all, his surname is Ceasefire. We know that all politicians are full of themselves. They can be arrogant and boastful. But Trump is one step ahead. He is shamelessly full of himself. And we saw an example of that yesterday. The White House openly demanded a Nobel Peace Prize for Donald Trump. Listen to this.
The president has now ended conflicts between Thailand and Cambodia, Israel and Iran, Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of the Congo, India and Pakistan, Serbia and Kosovo, and Egypt and Ethiopia. This means President Trump has brokered, on average, about one peace deal or ceasefire per month during his 6 months in office. It's well past time that President Trump was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
I think she missed a few there, like Tom and Jerry, Harry Potter and Voldemort, Batman and the Joker, and Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. If you're going to make fake claims, might as well go all in. It's been a hallmark of Donald Trump. He claims credit for everything. What's worse, he wants global recognition for it. In other words, he wants the Nobel Peace Prize. Now, just to be clear, a lot of unworthy people have received this prize. A lot of unworthy people have also been nominated for it. But none of them asked for it. I mean, this is not a reality TV contest. It's not like you can send an SMS to Norway nominating Donald Trump. You must let your actions speak. So let's look at Trump's actions. We mentioned his bombing record earlier on the show. Trump has dropped 530 bombs in 6 months. To put that in context, his predecessor, Joe Biden, dropped 555 bombs over his whole presidency, 4 years. Trump has dropped 530 in 6 months. Not very peaceful, is it? Let's also look at aid cuts. Trump has cut 80% of America's foreign aid. That's almost $60 billion of help. And we are talking about life-saving help, like vaccination campaigns, remote health centers, public health services, and medicine distribution. What will be the impact of these cuts? Medical journal Lancet has done some research. They say the aid cuts could cause 14 million deaths by 2030. I'll repeat that for you. 14 million deaths due to Trump's aid cut. And a third of those are children. Does this sound like a peace laureate to you? Does this sound like a respectable statesman? The answer is no. Someone tell Trump that typing in all caps is not diplomacy, plus it's out of fashion. Gen Z would be horrified by the all caps. This is the era of small Ks. But coming back to his credit fever, as a species, we should be more thankful to Trump. Thanks to his negotiations with God, the sun rises every day. Thanks to his mediation, ships can sail on the ocean. If not for him, gravity would not exist. Give us a break. Americans can vote for whoever they want to. Just don't expect the world to fall in line. I can think of a dozen people who deserve the Nobel Peace Prize. Trump is certainly not one of them. And I'll tell you what disqualifies him. It's not just what he is doing now. It's what he will do if he wins the prize. I can guarantee that Trump will sell a Nobel experience at Mar-a-Lago. You can come, click pictures with the prize and go, just $500. Chances are he will also sell Nobel-themed belt buckles and baseball cards. Again, just $100 each. But jokes aside, there are too many reasons to disqualify Trump. You've got casual sexism. You've got sexual assault allegations. You've got casual racism. You've got Islamophobia. And you've got actual warmongering. Take your pick. There are two kinds of leaders in this world. One who leave the world a better place. The other who leave it worse than they found it. And Trump is clearly in category 2. We suggest he take up a new obsession and leave us alone. In fact, I've got an idea. There is a country in Africa with vast reserves of rare earth elements. It's called Wakanda. If US officials are listening, get Trump on the job. Urge him to sign a deal with them. If anyone can, it's Donald Diplomacy Trump.
Pakistan brutal. This lady brutal. If brutal with the news. All right, so Vambula, as always, Naya will jump. Naya we stop Naya will tap the program for tonight. If you just join me, breaking news with the circulating on social media. The in-law to Madabio in Galpikin, a man when Bolle Jos, they don't extradite him from Dubai to Turkey, and then catch our Sierra Leone passport. We also talk about the press, First Lady, they talk about how the information said that United and win the election. And we also pay attention on the Minister of Agriculture about what they do for produce more rest of the country. And of course, we see somebody, then say he hire people for beat another person because, you know, peer and master money will result into the death. And we also will not be able to talk about this anyway. We'll talk about Paul Biya na Cameroon. Anyway, let's just connect some side. I think I forget that side. Paul Biya come up from the south. Amadou come up from the north. Yeah, Paul Biya come up from the south, and the predecessor come up from the north. We're very similar to Salon. Anes Koma come up from the north, and then Madabi come from the south, and that's up na Salon, and that's up and back na Cameroon. We probably Degeb, the person will be hand over power because he say they undermine her, they make protests, they create, you know. So I just see like that side, and of course, any one of these issues that we feel interesting, anyone we feel interested, we are at the voice. You're more than welcome. We'll take 2 minutes break. We can give the mic, and of course we'll pay attention to text messages.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to a sweet mama's alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make alone. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, oh yeah, now we for turn up Tanga one, inside Sierra Leone, let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salon. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment,
Yes, yes. We're kind of the other side of the program. Yeah, we don't kind of the other side of the program. I'll just adjust here, just a moment. Okay, all right. So wait to another city connects family on a wait for me small just see just a second. All right, maybe something will work. All right, so yeah, so lobby. All right, so let me start with the comment section. This one they come up from Abdul Karim Sese. Say, did I hear you say like that cars have been arrested? No, maybe sometimes a mistake or maybe sometimes you know you're fine. Which I say, like Deca in-law, like Deca in-law were inside a drug baron. They don't arrest them from UAE, United Arab Emirates, for go Turkey with Salon passport. Now that's a C. All right. In case you not get unclear, or in case maybe perhaps Mr. Not talk unclear, don't get on state. Not so. Also like Deckers, if not like Deckers any arrest, maybe this show go make them 4 hours. Or go make them 4 hours. The day when they say they arrest her. Now from February 6, mind you, now from February 6, now they ask for extradition, and up till now the government not say anything. But anyway, now they push small. This one they come up from Peter Koroma, where they say Sierra Leone, where they say Sierra Leone will never be safe again with their identity across the world because of their bad image from Facebook. This one they come up from Hassan Lala from YouTube, where they say this government is replaying Sir Albert Magai playbook and not Paul Biya. And this one they come out from IJC Bell, where they say at 92 he should be a statesman, mentoring the young and enjoying time with his grand and great grandchildren, a touch of the French colonial master. This is Africa. That's not Africa for you. This one they come up from Jay from Facebook. They say it does not have loyal followers, but direct beneficiaries from the state's loot. This one they come up from Conte Edward Lennox from YouTube. He say internet not they give you free education because we they buy data for go na the net. Well, maybe yeah, but you spend money, but I mean, you consider what you they spend and the kind of information which they get. Literally, maybe perhaps you will say nearly free. And when they pay for them because they will disease free. They are literally free Harvard courses there on the internet. But anyway, I get your own point and I understand outside the come. You might be right because yeah, call outside the call from.
Mr. Komon-Tok, good evening. This is Jibila from New Jersey.
Yeah, Jibila from New Jersey. Thank you for joining us. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok.
What's going on?
The movie in a war. Sierra Leone is at war. We did now at war. We see they don't begin catch but they lost now for the loan and left. This man who they also not to tell them the investigator more. Man abuse, a wanted man, but now in the diplomacy, now get for happen. This thing we make Mother Bill and the Russia it at the office of the presidency. Not to Mother Bill they respect to because they get international law for try for respect president. This the day we power the lefer and all. The APC party, if they want to see until 2028, as no more God, I ain't for April. Now then 10 years to them, my years to right. Then 10 years to right now. With the kind thing we get this man in name, then they call Bolle Jos in name, and this symbol, the lawyer, is trafficking. They are them people who go arrest that man this week. So then things, then get informed, then go don't get lot of information before then the venture for people.
Yeah.
So that means for say we president in name go don't show up a lot. This man, this travel all over the woman that build the travel. So I doubt if cocaine and drug not the things that they playing with the goods. We just get for making APC then for stand up. Then just get for stand up. This is an opportunity for them for making them demand justice for the drug business within like kill people and say, and if this man continue for that, I always talk as he will kill more people and pass the civil war. SLPP then bring the civil war. Then anybody want for argue, let argue. Now what me understand at that stage what the APC more provoke on APC SLPP bring war on a salon rebel war. Now they don't bring drug war back inside Sierra Leone. The only way out for this country now, Mr. Komon-Tok, all let Fatima build them because in the no get agriculture minister and they should be nothing, then just one can force them way. So we go for use force back for repelling people. Mother be not sabi nothing and demonstration sabi. Right. APC get forget if a running meet, we get a military face. Not for fetu and for cool down the temper. For not get APC forget a running meet to the flag bearer. We not soldier man, ex-combatant. Mother be the hype.
Thank you very much, Jibila, for your contribution as always. All right, so they take another voice. Yes, caller, oh, don't miss this one. Yes, caller outside they call from. All right, so don't miss this one again. Okay, outside if this one they connect. No, what did happen? All right, well, I left at first. Well, let me rush quick more on the side. This one they come up from Jibril. Say, Mr. Komon-Tok, don't worry, 2028. If this guy joke with our vote, Sierra Leone will remain to talk about that story. This one they come up from by Focal, where they say SLPP Purple government and Bolle Jos wanted to distract we from the hunt of the drug lord in Turkey, carrying Salon diplomatic passport. That's why they come up with Natasha distraction. And this one they come up from SL. It says Sierra Leone political space is full of indecent politicians like Mother Bion's cabinet. And this one they come up from Abdul Ali, we say honest had the potential to be Sierra Leone version of Bill Clinton, but his leadership was constrained by short-term goals and 5-year vision rather than a lasting national plan. As for Bio and envision, now for enriching himself for satisfy the ears of adopt. And this one they come up from Amira from YouTube. It said the entire APC senior politicians are in bed with President Bio. All of them are scared of President Bio because he has something against them all. I don't see them come to power soon. Amira, I agree with you. He has something against them, and that's just a fact. I think you want to go back to the Commission of Inquiry. There are a lot of names there. And, this is not one of the things where I feel bad about how Madabi use the Commission of Inquiry for make sure it gets in way. You're right. Most of them, they're not even there. Starting from the chairman of the party. He began at the white paper. Anyway, lower quick one. Well, yes, call outside the call from.
Yes, sir. And I call from the United States.
Yeah,
Babatunde.
Yeah, Babatunde. Thank you. I not see you. Thank you for joining us.
It's unfortunate. Thank you. They can only say not generalize. Yes, we know few good people there. We know few good people there from a certain tribe where don't show some integrity. But Sharon, now one tribe, now in the poor win of that country there. Like me when they talk, so I get when man they talk say now the SLPP bring I get a bullet wound right here. Then I was in the I mean I be one of the captives them and stuff. Yes. We know we see them people in there. Not from Ivy Salon, from Liberia, I know them. But them people here, you know, they don't get shame. I mean, if you get shame, you go see, you see what it's a one person the poor you tribe. Then when they sit down and complacent with that, they greed already. That's what spoil this country. But how for that? You want you try to say now you protect this country. You know you useless. Then the other one that they can't talk about you know they're not development when they call for you. Come on, better people are give people and blow more. Better people are give people and blow. You know, oh man, we sick at that, but like you know, me are the West. Let God make them bring war. If he last 3 days, you change me name. We go show people that what you sabi. Man, come on, man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. All right. Okay. So I know sometimes people can get all right. So don't miss another one. Lord, just join this one again. All right, I know. Okay, I'll just join another person again. Yes, Abdul from the US. Thank you for joining us. You get the platform.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Komon-Tok. Yeah. You see, then just point finger at Natasha. You see how many finger they can point span? Bolle Jos in law there with the other one. And they got to be careful because one thing I just don't understand just from BGT is say for anybody where they get diplomatic passport or they naturalize, the president know about that.
Not true.
Well, then KCIAC implicates Madabiu. Now the reason make this guy they work so hard to make SLPP remain in power, you know, and they got to be careful. Then with the issue of the war, I like Gibrila analysis, but let's just shape a small number because we get good people and win at SLPP. The situation the way APC creates the war. But I'm not going to say na SLPP, but you get, significant number of people, you know, even video evidence and where shows where for this and go kind now. It tell people they can pull SLPP. People and give them picking and willingly. And some of them are being old power during Tijan Kaba in term. I don't see a prominent one when lecture at university edits a magazine where refer to police as freedom fighter. Then later, where this guy with Jesse Jackson refer to police as freedom fighter during Pakaba in term. The vex fire. So some elements of the SLPP, they never mind SLPP not being in power. But I'm not going to use that for planning the entire SLPP. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, as always, there are good people in any society, in any group, and always there are bad people back in any gathering. And let's just take 5 more of these comments and then we'll wrap up the program as time on the between Ayana, bad one. Albert Fuji, they say, we are indeed a sad nation, no good leader, no statesman with integrity, not even strong traditional rulers. You're right, I agree with you. I don't know if we don't say this. Alassane Jallo, they say, Hitler did not steal the election. It was voted by his people. It destroyed his country and his people. Pope Francis 2017. Thank you. Yeah. Indeed. This one like more from Salon Women. It says Fatima Bio is really flashing a juju ring and bracelet more now. Take notice of her right hand. I don't see some of those pictures. Somebody be send them pictures and they way then and go close up. They are alleged in social media game day anyway. Martha Baba, they say Dumbe, meaning the boss of all stupidity. And okay, just two more anyway. Mama Salon, Rakia Natala, they say Mama Salon is sinking deep in the shores of Africa. Our opposition leaders are compromising with the fate and future of our unborn children. Karma will surely hold no matter how long it takes. I agree with you. If we get this way, this is why we are saying most of the time, if we not get a formidable opposition, this news now just like a play, we'll get this news often and often and often again. Yeah? Because the role of the opposition now for checkmates, argue on behalf of the country, pinpoint or bring issues there where critical, where government not they do well, or government they shy, or government probably they don't implicate them. That's not the purpose. I don't bring down this example many times. In the UK, yeah, most of the policies where this current government, Labour, carried out, or therefore can carry out, they are not a borrowed policy. They borrowed those policies from the opposition. The Reform Party, the Conservative. These are very strong opposition for now. And we get to politicians, they always they focus about how for be flag bearer, how for be president 2028. Who saw now they be president? And who saw now they win this election? Who saw now go win? Who saw now they pass for win 2028? If we are not play on a card well, who saw now they pass? Tell me back. Anyway. Let us read this on. To pour his Russian word of someone who's stupid is beyond. Well, I think I don't, I look like I get people away they speak or they understand Russia. Of course, honestly, there are people who they. The to pour Russian word of someone whose stupidity is beyond compression from the great common. Okay. Youth continue to perish through Kush. Another drugs don't deserve better. Or if you say you say understand Russia, it's true anyway. And that's not now that's a sudden CV. Then just feel like we did we not got no limits with stupidity, because not only. I mean, with the Hamburg, we can't the praise them back, with the clap for them back, with the hail them back, with the comments against people them back. And you as I speak now, no, they will be getting nonsense today. When people they come back after. But some of them we know how they treat them. Not argument. You know how they do them professionally. Argument, no, they wake out the nonsense. Simple and just like that, you will go for inside, will cost again. No argument. Anyway. All right. Yeah, so now I already tapped the program. Yeah, my dear friend, Kelvin says thank you as always for joining us. And Abdul, thank you for joining us. And John, thank you for joining us. And of course, Marcella, thank you for joining us. And as always, KK, thank you for joining us. And Rakia, I not see Kate. Kate did today. Jay, thank you for joining us. Okay, maybe Kate's not come today. We are gradually turning to drug state. Thank you for joining us. All right, so Fambo Naya will tap the program. We hope for series. Anyway, before I forget. Tomorrow we get a very important program. There is a man of God from Australia, we say it gets message from God. He want for Salon. That's Sierra Leone anyway. He want can talk the message. He say if he go feel guilty if he not pass this message. So as this platform as I know now for the Salon people now for the community, when somebody say God don't talk to them, God don't get a message for Salon people, what do you expect for Lord to do? They get the chance not to so. So Lord carry what the man of God they say. Let's see the name. I talk with her anyway. Let's see the man of God in name from Australia. Now be me. The man of God, perhaps some of you know, Samuel Ayodele Smith. In the pastor, ambassador, what's the church in himself? All right, and I don't see the church name, but anyway, we will get more. We will get more information. So again, for just cut and short, tomorrow we get somebody we see God don't talk to her. He gets a message, and the first thing is not just the man of God. We say get message for Salon people. Who knows? Maybe sometime, I think he won't listen to not so family. I don't know what to say. I think he won't listen to not so. Not carry what the man of God is say. He gets a message. He say God don't talk to him on behalf of Salon people. And you want this message. We feel fine. He keep this word in your heart. He keep an eye man. The thoughts they provoke, they moan around. And if let it out. What do you think? Silvanos Mansari, same time. Silvanos, same time. 8:30 Salon time. 8:30 Salon time. 9:30 UK. Same time. Same time. Yeah. All right. So let's have the program here. Until then, bye bye.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge, we love and to the world with a stand tall. Oh, yeah, we are. Oh, yeah, we message for. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of us, we come from. Komon-Tok, the place to be. We the young care for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. We talk about the health, we need them for survive. Make the system better so we people could thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. But we still go on the things we need to know. Political leaders, they gonna hear the cry. We could talk, come here, no we know go line. Not Komon-Tok, we just stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Komon-Tok, you gon' hear we loud. We no go hide, we gon' make we proud. From Salon to the world, we stand tall. Come here, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Komon-Tok, this how we voice. Armies who make the choice. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of us, we come from. Komon-Tok, the place to be. We the young prayer for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. Oh, now we the young for better tomorrow. No more tears, no more sorrow. From Sierra Leone to everywhere, oh yeah. Komon-Tok, come make we hear. From the streets of it down to the world beyond. We the yarn about the things we the hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Health and well-being, make we rise from we sit. This now we platform, we go speak the truth. For the young and the old, now we voice with the roots. Komon-Tok, we go hear we loud. We no go hide, we gon' make it proud. From Salon to the world, we just stand tall. Come here, we are, now we message for. Komon-Tok, peace, now we voice. R&B, so we make the choice. From politics to health, we just stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey confirm. Komon-Tok, now the place to be. We dey young and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we there. For the future, we dey pave the way. We talk about the health, we need that for survive. Make the system better so we people go thrive. Entertainment this week, the music they flow. But we still go young, the things we need to know. Political leaders make una hear the cry. We go talk and yeah, no we no go lie. Now Komon-Tok, we dey stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Oh, Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, we go make it proud. From Salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here, we young, now we message for. Komon-Tok, peace, now we voice. R&B, so we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey confirm. Komon-Tok, now the place to be. We dey young and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. Oh, now we dey young for better tomorrow. No more tears, no more sorrow. We go shining like the truth must show. Komon-Tok together, we go grow. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Komon-Tok, where the minds commit. Komon-Tok, this now we voice. R&B, so we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey confirm. Komon-Tok, now the place to be. We dey young and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. Oh, Komon-Tok, oh yeah. We dey talk and we'll make we hear. From Freetown to the world, we go spread the news. Komon-Tok, now the platform we choose. We dey talk and right, we dey talk and clear. From Sierra Leone to everywhere, oh yeah. Komon-Tok, come make me hear. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Health and well-being, make we rise from we sit. It's not a platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice we do. Komon-Tok, you gon' hear we loud. We no go hide, we gon' make you proud. From Salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey confirm. Komon-Tok, place to be. We dey young and care for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. We talk about the health, we need that for survive. Make the system better so we people can thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. But we still go young, the things we need to know. Political leaders, make una hear the cry. We could talk, come here, no we no go lie. Now Komon-Tok, we dey stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Ooh, Komon-Tok, you gon' hear we loud. We no go hide, we gon' make we proud. From Salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Komon-Tok, this how we voice. Army so we make the choice. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey confirm. Komon-Tok, place to be. We dey young and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. Oh, now we dey young for better tomorrow. No more tears, no more sorrow. We go shine the light, the truth must show. Komon-Tok, together we go grow. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat.